Go.
Hi all, I'd just like to thank everybody who responded in their emails and text messages and Facebook messages to the handbag and I gave Bertie the other day. I was absolutely amazed at the actual coverage that it got and amazed at the response that people had to the event. I think it just reflected the huge amount of anger and the anger at the dismissive way that Bertie Ahern treated me up there. It's just total arrogance and contempt for the ordinary people of this country. And there's going to be an opportunity now in the elections, and I hope you get the opportunity to hand back them all at the doorsteps as well, the Fianna Fáiles and Fine Gaelers, and tell them face to face what you think. And this is a huge opportunity now, not to vote more the same, such as Fine Gael and Labour, but to vote People for Profit, United Left Alliance, and start the process of change in this country.
Joan, what do you think of, during the week we've seen a bit of a blitz on the telly. Started with Róisín Shortall calling the left a motley crew and a ragbag, and she was more interested in a coalition with Fine Gael. Then we had Joan Burton unable to allow Joe Higgins to speak and not letting him make his points about the bank bailout. Do you think that'll have any effect on how people see the Labour Party versus the United Left Alliance that you're standing for, or Sinn Féin?
You see, in my mind, it shouldn't be the Labour Party versus the United Left Alliance. The Labour Party, if they stood to the traditions of the Labour Party, is supposed to be representing the ordinary working man and woman in the street and in communities. They'd be looking left to form alliances with the people like ourselves and to form a clear opposition to the right-wing economics of the IMF and that they're absolutely devastating this country. I think what they do, because they want to go into the government with Fine Gael, they are absolutely afraid of people like ourselves, the United Left Alliance and People for Profit. Because we're the ones that are going to be the hot breath on the back of their neck now, and they don't want that. They don't want the truth. They don't want people to say that we should burn the bondholders, that we should not repay the debt. That's leaving us in a situation where people are getting cut in their wages, devastated by the cuts in their pay packets and everything. So I think they're afraid and that they're showing it very stupidly actually. And I think people who've seen those two accounts, particularly with Róisín Shortall and Joan Burton, just were amazed, absolutely amazed, and it turned a lot of people off Labour actually. Whereas there's a huge, to my mind, among people that are particularly left-wing and thinking they want to see the left get together and kick Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael out. So I'm hoping that we'll get in there and make sure we organise our communities against any of the major cutbacks.
Thanks, Joe.